In the state capitol today, Governor Jim Pillen announced who will serve as the next Chief Justice of the Nebraska Supreme Court. Jeffrey Funk, who has served on the court since 2016, will take over the role of Chief Justice following the retirement of Mike Hevecan. Governor Pillen said Funk was one of 4 people who applied for the job. He added that while all of the candidates were impressive, he found Funk to have all of the attributes expected of a court leader.